What is it with you? What do you got, a death wish or something?
That's what it takes. I just want to race.
All right, Dieselheads, it's another special episode of the Chronicles of Diesel, the only show that goes through everything Vin Diesel, his games, his movies, his TV shows, I guess this counts as a TV shows, and his soon-to-be discography if he ever releases that damn tape. My name is Ethan, and with me here to do this, I don't know if the verb, is Devin.
Groot.
That was a very good line from all five of these. It's one of those unique Easter eggs. He says that in every single one. I don't know if you noticed.
It's crazy.
It's like when you find out all these different episodes of the TV show had a guy with the same tattoo. You know what I mean? It's like that. He says, "I am Groot." That's the name of the show we watched. Or 5 individual separate.
I thought...
Shorts?
I think we both thought the same thing, where it'd be under one banner on Disney Plus. No, they're all separate. You have to. I did find a way where all of them were listed in a general order, and it was on the Marvel section of Disney Plus. And if you scroll down, it was new releases, I think, and it just had all 5 in a row.
Oh, interesting.
And we did watch all of them in the same. I think you watched them first, and I asked you for. Yeah. I'm like, hey, what order did you watch them in? Just so we're on the same page. In case we forget the titles of all these. Because I just gave them short titles like Bath, Magnum.
I have the
First
episode
Steps,
titles.
Little Guy, But yeah, they're all under... So you have to individually click off the one you just watched and then go to the next one. You couldn't... There wasn't a watch next. And the credits were I felt just as long as the actual thing itself. It was 2 minutes of credits, and then in total it's 5.5 minutes, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
This is obviously the easiest thing we've watched.
Here's what they should have done. And I guarantee other people have said this too. You put one of these in front of a Marvel movie, just like they do with the Pixar movies. You go to see a Pixar movie, there's always a short. All those shorts are on Disney Plus. I'm not watching them, but that's the perfect setting for it. You know what I mean? Here is 5 minutes of Groot doing something stupid. There is a punchline for this 5-minute joke. That's it. You know what I mean? That would have been great. I mean, this was a weird thing to release. There's going to be more of these, by the way. There's another slate coming next year. So I don't know if we want to call this season 1 or we want to call the other thing I Am Groot 2. You know what I mean? But yeah, I Am Groot was the name of the entire thing, and that's, by the way, too, that's how they marketed it.
Yeah,
they just said I Am Groot is coming this.
Yeah, I follow because I follow Marvel Studios on Instagram, and all their marketing was just 5 shorts are coming to Disney Plus on this date, 2 more days, 1 more day, it's here, and
yeah,
I get it. I work in marketing. I get it. But yeah, it made it seem like it was all going to be under one umbrella, so that's a little weird. I wonder if they will after a certain time, maybe.
Maybe.
Because if I was a parent, which is what this is marketed towards kids, 100%. This is for the kids who maybe don't want to sit and watch a 3.5-hour-long Avengers Endgame, instead want to watch the cartoons of their favorite superheroes. For me, as a parent, I'd find it a little annoying that, because usually you just put that shit on and be like, okay, I'm going to go do chores while you sit here and don't bother me. Watch this for 45 minutes, 2 episodes of SpongeBob. You know what I mean? This is I have to individually click out of it.
You know what would be nice? If it's like a YouTube playlist, how you can loop the playlist. You put all 5 of these fucks in a row, you hit loop, you walk away. Kid's not going to remember the first one by the time the 5th one ends, so he gets to rewatch it.
If they do, they're like, oh, I liked it, and now I like it again.
Kids are like that. Yeah. They'll watch the same thing over and over again, and I don't understand that. I'm sure I was the same way. I'm sure you were the same way. I don't get it, though.
I don't know, you play the same game
especially
over
in this
again.
game. Especially in this day and age, I'm just skipping over that. Especially in this day and age where the kids have access to so much more media than we did, potentially. Obviously, money was a bigger
barrier.
Yeah, barrier between having multiple different things to do. But
we had television.
Still
though.
weird.
We maybe had more access to like
Sure.
channels, plural.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if Disney Plus has, because I don't really use it for all that much, and I get in for some stuff and then I leave it alone and I unsubscribe for a while and I hop back in. So I'm not like a regular here on the Disney Plus experience, but I don't know if they have a category that's like movies and a category that's shows, but they should honestly have a category that's shorts and just throw them all in there. And then that would be great to just leak them all for kids.
If you like maybe search, because maybe I'm thinking of like, because like Hulu's like that, where they have their TV shows, movies, and they have like, you know, TV channels if you pay for that, or live sports. Did you know Hulu has live sports? Now, if you go to hulu.com/Sonic Movie Show, no, just kidding. But yeah,
if you go to Paramount
Plus,
if you go to Paramount Sonic 2 /.com/steelbook, it takes you to Best Buy's link to buy it or something like that. I saw that ad on Twitter from them.
How do we not have a Sonic Movie Show specifically Steelbook sponsorship just for the Steelbook? Just be like, hey, you get 2% off if you use Sonic Movie Show at checkout.
Oh, on buy the movie?
2%. That's all
if
you're
you
getting.
for some reason love this show
cents.
but haven't watched the movie that it's named after, you can
you
buy
want that
it.
Collector's Edition.
Exactly. It's only $4 off, so I'm gonna wait still.
If we ever make it big, I want
cheap.
Sonic 3 to have a variant cover, and it's just us on it.
Okay. So when we make it big, we'll be well after Sonic 3 comes out, but they'll retroactively do it just for that one movie.
You love Sonic 3, and you love the Sonic Movie Show, so we got you best of both worlds. You can buy Sonic Movie 3 on Blu-ray and 4K with your favorite white boys on the cover.
Hey, man, Tom Wachowski is my favorite white boy.
True.
So we watched these 5 mini shorts in this order. So this is the order we're going to talk about them. Groot Takes a Bath, Magnum Opus, Groot's First Steps, The Little Guy, and Groot's Pursuit. Those are the 5 that we watched. I will say overall, it's kind of like whatever. These are okay. I found 2 of them, the punchline of 2 of them to be funny. A few of them I'm like, this is whatever. But again, the target audience is children, not me. I think the animation looks really good in stills. I think that in motion, some of it looks very keyframey, but they're working on a really tight time budget here. Yeah. They need to make certain jokes happen instantly, you know what I mean? Get an emotion across instantly. So like I can forgive it because it's a short. If this was a 30-minute TV show that was all of these ideas into one somehow, I would be a bit more critical on the animation because they have more time to make these ideas happen.
Overall, this is 20 minutes, like of actual Groot stuff. I think it's even less than that. I think it's less than 20 minutes. Because like every time I'm just like, oh, that's it. It's over now. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
For me, it was cathartic. I'm like, yes, next. Yes, next. Oh, man, this is the easiest T-COD prep I've ever had to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, which one was your favorite out of all of them, then, if you had just...
My favorite... Groot's First Steps, just because of the punchline at the end.
That he steps on them?
That he kills them all. That he just kills them all. And like I'm gonna pretend that the end where they pop out of the dirt doesn't happen, because I like the idea
for him that
he just kills them all. Exactly. He will live the rest of his life thinking he just committed genocide. You know what I mean?
And what was your least favorite then? If that one was
the Groot Takes a Bath.
You didn't like that one?
No,
you don't like. See that one to me is the most, I think, kid friendly one, like kid comedy, where they're like he doing funny thing. He looked funny. He has afro. He doesn't have afro now. Now he wear a dress. Now he centaur or whatever he was at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I did like that he like skinned or shaved the thing that was mocking him.
One credit I'll give is But to be fair, I saw it at the end of all the credits, but just listed differently. In the credits for the bath one, it says, no tree creatures, insects, or Gangalorian squirrel bird creatures were harmed during the making of this short.
Oh,
and it says in other ones, like, no tree creatures and, like, raccoons, whatnot. But that one just, like, the first time I saw it was funny. And I just like the idea, like, they give it a very descriptive Gangalorian squirrel bird. That's why I, like, kind of look. I'm like, yeah, it's a squirrel bird. I don't know what Gangalorian is, but
I guess the planet they were from.
So there you go. You want your lore.
I was paying attention to the credits just to confirm that Vin Diesel was Groot. I'm like, hey, if I'm watching this for this show, I want to make sure that they actually paid the man to do the thing. Bradley Cooper was in it as Rocket for one of them.
I was because when I heard it, I was like using my super ears and like trying to figure out if that was actually him or just like a really good impersonator, which I wouldn't have been shocked if they did, because once again, kids don't give a shit. They won't know a difference anyways. But yeah, so shout out to Lady Gaga's lover.
Yeah. He was in it. That's the one where I'm like, his motions were very keyframey. Yeah, but you know what? He was in it for like 20 seconds. So
I was going to say, whatever. I think that one might be my favorite just because I like the drawing. I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
And what
it was
cute.
Funny you get it. You understand.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, that Groot is crying in that picture, though. Like the picture he drew. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, why is he crying?
I like he has to put on his old man glasses to look at it.
Yeah.
The man shoots guns with pinpoint accuracy. He needs the glasses to read it.
And they kind of like briefly show the Guardians in that too. Like, not fully, but like Drax is showering.
I thought that was Quill. I didn't realize that it was Drax taking the shower. I mean, they didn't really... You could tell they didn't want to show, like... There's a difference between a tree creature, a raccoon being done in this level of CG versus a person to look convincing enough. Again, the stills, you could take a screenshot of any part of any of these shorts and be like, this is good. This is top-notch. You know what I mean? As a still. I don't know if that would have worked for the people. So if they had... Not that they would have shown, Drax walking out naked.
No. I just
but you know what I mean?
Did add it. That's it. They add that.
Yeah.
Wasn't also some of these ships like the one from the end of Guardians 1, like the ship they're on? Or no, sorry, Guardians 2. Because I don't remember the ship being that big. Not all of them.
Yeah,
but, like,
no.
The one is... Cause it's,
their ship is like a plane-looking thing. Like,
and
this looks like,
I also understand that
like his
for
gun.
people who don't know, that I believe this is considered not canon. Like, any of these are considered not canon.
I mean, they could easily be, though, I guess.
I think like they just
nothing
differentiated,
happens.
being like, don't worry about it. I also saw that James Gunn was executive producer, I think, on almost all of them.
Good. Because I was wondering about the characterization of Groot. It seemed different between this and
Alpha
Guardians 2, almost. That's what the Alpha Groot means, the main timeline Groot.
Yeah.
This is an offshoot Groot.
Yeah, Baby Groot's different from Alpha Groot. People don't know this.
Exactly. God, Vin Diesel would lose his fucking mind if they just made a Groot movie. It was just him.
Oh,
he would lose
right?
his mind. I would
and
love
they call
that.
it
They're
Alpha
gonna make.
Groot?
I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, we're buying into it. And James Gunn this whole time was like playing it off because he didn't want it to be a leak, because Vin Diesel accidentally leaked Alpha Groot, because that's actually the end of Guardians 3. It's actually going to the ending cutscene.
They are all dead but him.
The ending cutscene is just him getting his revenge.
Exactly.
Or him starting to get his revenge, and it just says Alpha Groot will return.
With a vengeance.
That's
the full title. Alpha Groot
he teams up with Punisher, and then you get your Punisher show or movie that they've been talking about doing for a while.
Sure.
So it's Punisher and Alpha Groot team up to fight cops.
For the cops.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Specifically hunting down anyone that uses the logo on their fucking cars, or
he's like,
patches on their
shit. They co-opted my cool logo.
The kids co-opted my Groot logo, and he's after children.
Oh my god. So fucked.
No, you know what Baby Groot's gonna go after? Fucking Baby Yoda. Fuck that guy.
Boss Baby.
And the Boss Baby, and Baby Sonic.
Baby Sonic.
He's going after all of them.
Maybe he hired the echidnas.
You know, I just realized, that's a good joke idea there. Interconnect the universes.
Hey, write that one down for your stand-up, Devin.
Write it down. really awful SNL joke I just realized is just all of those baby characters somehow doing a thing. So that's out there if anyone wants to take that and just destroy it because it's a bad idea.
Save it for the Elon Musk SNL takeover.
Let's give
round 2. Wasn't
let's
he
give
Wario?
yeah, it's just really bad. God, I feel like you could tell in that he had a moment of realization. You can tell on his face that no one likes him, and he's a fraud. You could tell. There's a moment in his face where you're like, "Yeah, it's great. I'm team."
We are
Kanye.
team Pete. We are team Pete, though. I thought.
No, we're team Skeet. Well, I realize that's also a porn thing too, right? So maybe you don't. Maybe that's why he called him Skeet. I don't know. Kanye needs help, but also he's in his own way. Let's give a quick opinions about each of these 5 things. So, Groot takes a bath. I thought it was just okay. I think the jokes about just that he's wearing different things does not hit for me, but I can see how it could hit for a child.
Yeah, I liked the ending where he skins the squirrel thing. Yeah, and I mentioned the other thing before with the credits, and yeah, that one was a good, I think, palette preparedness for the rest of the
expectation setter.
Yeah, like, okay,
all right.
I know what we're getting.
So here's your starting your bar, and then you can go up or down. Magnum opus.
Should have just been called Magnum, because then it maybe insinuates that we're getting an episode where he goes get his first condom, and he's a Magnum guy.
Oh, I thought of Magnum PI. Sure. Magnum opus. The drawing was cute. I guess we already talked about that, but I like the fact that he blew up a hole and starts to try to duct tape over it.
He had an elf comic.
Yeah,
and he used Star-Lord's boots to.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of prop comedy in this one, but like references to the rest of the characters.
Yeah. I don't know who owns Elf. Elf was at the Game Awards. Remember that?
Elf is free for the people.
So we're some of the Muppets. Groot's first steps. I guess this is trying to show us how he got out of what I guess is ceramic, but I totally thought it was styrofoam potter he was in.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he eats a bunch and he grows up, and
I have a question.
I like that he was easily replaced.
I have a question for this one. Does Vin Diesel do the sound effects in this one where he like eats a Cheeto ball or a cheese ball?
I imagine.
I want this man.
If he's gonna
see
go
a video of this man just snacking in the booth. just like. You think he did just like? Yeah, did he actually eat anything? Like, I need to know, like, how much of a method actor is he? Because we know that he's
such a method actor. He had to get a giant cheese ball to accurately fit the way it looked on Groot's face.
Yeah, and if Groot finished one in the scene, he finished it too.
Oh, he finished all right. This was one of the weaker ones in my opinion because, like, okay, I get it. He's jealous of the tree that oozes.
I do like that in this though. Like, he keeps making. He thinks the tree is sentient like he is, but it's just him like doing shit to it. Like every time when it spun around and hit him, he thought he got hit by it, but it was just him messing with it.
That's a classic animation comedy right there. Physical comedy. That's where the greats came in, like the Toms, the Jerrys,
the Boss Babies,
the Roadrunners, the Wile E. Coyotes, the Bugs, and the Bunnies. Yeah. Daffy Duck for life. Next up, the little guy. I thought the tongue was very gross.
Yeah, it's cool though.
He screened for 37 minutes.
That was funny.
Those cards, by the way, that popped up saying this minute later, I swear they were up for half a second. They went up a lot faster than, like, let's say, like the SpongeBob 3 years later. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know SpongeBob wasn't the first one to really do that bit, but like I appreciate this bit, isn't it? And I still find that shit funny. It's so stupid. Like, just like time frame later is just, it always slaps.
Exactly. And if you want to make your own, there is a font you can find online called Sometime Later, and it's the font that's used in those SpongeBob ones.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, I have it. It's awesome. You can find it off of like Font Squirrel, I think.
Shout out to Font Squirrel, not sponsored, but
Yep.
one day.
All the fonts I get from Adobe I can't use in anything else. They're not actually installed on the computer. They're in the application, which is lame.
You'll have to export it out as a PNG and all that shit.
Yep. Because I wanted to do for a Word document for you for our D&D thing, a special font. And I didn't have it because it was through the Adobe thing. Like, this is lame. But yeah, no, I like the fact that he pooped out a leaf and they were eating it. And then he's like, oh, I can, feed them. Like, they like me. I'm going to go grab more. And as soon as he starts to run away and grab the leaves, I'm like, there's something up. Either they're not going to want that leaf or he's going to upset them. And he just keeps running and he runs into the hole. And kills
It's very quick. It's like a hot 5 seconds, this whole part. And I think that's what makes it funnier to me. It's like a quick realization.
It feels like an actual punchline.
Yeah, it feels like it's like a realization that oh, they want leaf. I'm going to go leaf. I get leaf. Oh, shit. And that's it. And it's
put
just
the rock back over.
Yeah, and just keep going on with your life. I think that honestly is the best one. I feel like they advertised this one the most too, like out of the trailers and stuff. And I think there's a reason why, because I think this is their most solid one, most complete
and then,
one where there's a, there's a start and a finish. I feel like.
And hey, there's a little bit. He was the little guy, and then he was the big guy. You know what I mean?
I like how they shot him.
He got kicked out.
They have anti-aircraft guns and shit, right?
Lasers,
their rocks, their little rocks.
Exactly.
Funny.
Yeah, I mean, he was kicked out of his tree fort, a stick fort, by someone bigger than him, and then he kills a whole bunch of people smaller than him. The last one was Groot's Pursuit. This one, I saw him dancing with a water version of himself in Twitter ads. I'm like, nope, I don't like this. This is nope. I was like, nope. I'm like, this is stupid. This is bad. And I actually like this because it was because it starts to turn. Number one, I got a weird Vin Diesel sense out of his dancing. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just projecting what I would like to happen is imagining Vin Diesel doing the dance. It's like, oh, let me mocap it for you. That's what I would love.
Yeah,
they're
like,
I
no,
mean?
we're good. Like, fam, it's already done.
Right.
Like, we already edited it. Like, it's we just need you to do the lines.
He comes in with a stereo, like, no, listen. He just hits play and he starts doing it.
Okay, oh sure. And they're like, wait a minute, this is actually great.
Exactly. Let's redo
Send
it.
this to James.
No, I like the fact that I just like the punchline on this one. He just puts the weird water alien
or something. And he's like, no, bye.
It's like, I am Groot, and he says it as if he's actually saying that's the words he's actually saying is, I am Groot.
Yeah,
you're gone.
I also like his
him
pajamas.
out in the airlock.
I like his pajamas in this.
Yeah, but why does he wear pajamas? He's naked.
It's
and
cold in space, bro.
What?
You don't know that?
What?
You should always pack pajamas if you're going to space.
Is it cold in space because there's no temperature? Or
heat.
Is it because there's no temperature that there is no...
There's no heat. That's why there's stars and shit.
Yeah. Temperature is...
That's why
an amount of heat.
Like there's
That's
always
right.
moisture on the windows because all the heat's inside. Because they're trying to keep it
Right.
warm. And that's why
Right,
the xenomorphs, when they get sent out, it's windy and cold. They get sent out of the ships.
Cool. I hope a xenomorph eats Groot. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
I mean, doesn't Disney own?
I guess so, because we
Alien?
saw that one Disney trailer thing for, what was it? Like they have there's a Disney presentation of some sort.
Oh, for video games.
And it has Wreck-It Ralph and Mickey Mouse and all the characters, and then all of a sudden it's like Xenomorph, and I'm like, wait, what? Do kids even know what that is? It was just a weird advertising choice for them that they're like, okay, yeah, maybe there'll be adults watching this thing, but I feel like they're like, yep, we got all the family friendly things like Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and the Xenomorph, your favorite. I guess to be fair, I was watching Aliens vs. Predator when I was 12, so maybe there's a lot of people like me out there. I don't know.
After watching Alien, watching all of the movies, because I really never saw any of them. A couple of years ago, I went on eBay and I bought an original VHS copy of Alien 1.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and it's just a cool prop to have, but I figure if I can get a nice-ish VHS player that survived time, I can get one of those like retro tanks or these upscaling, like high-quality upscaling boxes and see what that looks like on like a TV of today.
On Amazon.
Yeah, well, I mean, because like, you know this, horror movies excelled during the VHS era because the quality was not there. You know what I mean? Like,
also
it
dark,
just,
it's fuzzy,
it was hard
grainy.
to tell.
Yeah.
Exactly. The color depth was not there on VHS.
I know AMC is doing a Jaws, like, 40th anniversary soon.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing a Jaws, like, I don't know if it's going to be a one-night thing or like a two-night thing, but I'm going to try to go to it because I haven't seen Jaws in a very long time. And I'm like, it'll be cool to see it on a big screen, at least to say I've seen it on a big screen. That'd be cool.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The only time I ever watched Jurassic Park, the original, was the 3D version in theaters.
Blasphemy.
It was actually good 3D, so it didn't take away from the experience. It was actually good. Thinking back on that, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I saw a Phantom Menace in 3D just to see what that was like. Because I don't think that they have those versions on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite
You know what I mean?
movie experience of all time is I got to see in Rochester, New York, where we're born and raised.
You got to see The Left Behind with Nicolas Cage.
We did see that,
With me.
but not. It wasn't that. No, at the little.
It was
theater.
about the Rapture.
Yeah, it was about the Rapture. In the little theater, which is a little, I don't know, I hope it's still open. In Rochester, it's like an old, like 1920s, 30s theater, and it seats like maybe 50, 100 people, and it's just there's one theater, so whatever they're showing,
screen.
that's what you're getting. My grandma goes to it a lot because it's like $2 tickets, and they're playing stuff during the days that are from her time. But one of the nights they were like for like a good year, like one Saturday night a month, they were doing like classic 80s movies. So they did like The Warriors and whatnot, but they weren't just showing these movies. They got like the actual like film versions of them that they played on back in those days. So they found like they were doing Predator from like an actual film Predator, and that like
I see.
And everyone in this goddamn crowd knew every goddamn line, and it was just I'm like, these are my people. Everyone was like every line, because that movie has a lot of just great lines in it, and they was just everyone was. And then when Arnold Schwarzenegger,
what happened when they said the F word?
Oh, we skipped over that, but
they all just scream in unison.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but like just watching it like on its original, like closest to its original screening was like super cool. But yeah, when he
now
says,
imagine if it was in 3D.
I don't think Predator.
Or even better,
Predator would be
4DX.
Predator. I think
they
would
should
be
rip
awesome
down the
3D.
little and replace it with a 4DX screen.
Oh my god, no. I feel like that movie would work with 3D just because it's too much foliage and shit. Like that would just, I don't know.
No, that's the best part. You layer that shit. It really feels like some are right in front of
Maybe.
you and some are far apart.
Maybe. Yeah, I want to see Arnold. At the very least, the scene where they do Dylan, you son of a bitch. I want to see that in 3D. I'll see that in 3D though.
And it's just straight out.
Yeah.
Well, here's
What's wrong,
the thing,
Dylan?
though.
CIA got you pushing too many pencils.
In that scene, like their arms are cut off by the frame.
Yeah.
So if they have that popping out, it's not going to look right.
We'll find a way.
Like if anything, it's going to be set inwards.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, but all of them are swole as fuck throughout the entire movie because like they were like lifting weights in between takes to see who can get the best swole.
Oh my god.
So like I feel like if you make them all 3D, it might be worth it. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It could be a very easily, I feel like, bad.
Groot was not bad. It was just okay. I am interested to see if they change how they do it because apparently they're making 5 more for next year.
Will it be a bigger budget, maybe, or will they be longer?
know?
I'd rather have
I'm curious.
3 of them, but then they're like 10 minutes each.
I'd rather have one that's 30 and have it be a Groot special. You know, like the
Christmas,
holiday specials. Yeah.
Groot,
I guess
Groot
they're kind
Halloween.
of doing one.
We need a Halloween special.
Groot's Easter, where he moved the boulder
Oh my god!
and discovered that the Lord had risen.
Yeah, it's like
And he went
it's
to
like
spread the
weirdly
word.
super religious and like pro like Catholic and everything. That'd be super funny. So like, no, we're really like we're
At the end, Groot's like, man, y'all wouldn't have had Baby Groot if I was aborted.
Oh my god, they're like super political. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not the.
But then
Easter
he also
Bunny,
says,
it's
"Yeah, but
Jesus
no
Christ.
ACAB." You're like, well, I don't know.
It's weird. How can he be pro-life and anti-cop? Okay, like interesting.
Well, you know what? Everyone is complicated, including Groot.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
So, in addition to the next episode of the Chronicles of Diesel, which is Avengers Endgame, that's a Groot thing.
Oh yeah,
we're also getting the Guardians Holiday Special, as well as Guardians 3, and I guess the next batch of Groot stuff in next year.
And of course, Alpha Group.
Well, we don't know if that's confirmed yet. You know, we're just talking about things that are confirmed. There's a lot of Groot stuff still on the horizon. At the end of all of this, I guess at the end of this next I Am Groot, because I imagine they might, you know what, they might put the next I Am Groots before Guardians 3. Whenever the last Groot thing is, I want us to sit down and rank the Groots.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
In a year.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
Now, easiest part, just go by the Vin performance ranking. just
I guess that would be it. We
Control F.
Yeah, we could
Groot.
just do that and be like,
know?
oh, and by the way, since we did all the Vin Diesel movies, here's also the Groot rankings if you're interested.
I'm also curious because, like, as of right now,
You can even do a fast ranking at that point.
Right. I mean, let's be real here. Tokyo Drift, number one. He's got the most. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. I think besides Fast and Furious, he's done more Groot stuff than anything else, right? So, and I think if honestly, by the end of next year, it might rival Fast. Like
I guess
he was
you're
in
talking about just quantity, yeah.
He was in 8 of the 9 movies, so 8 things. And I'm not counting all 5 of these as individual Groot
He did
things.
do the there's the short though, the Fast and Furious short though, don't forget.
Okay, so that's 9 plus the ride plus the music video. That counts. Okay, so it's 11.
And we're getting 2 more on the way, for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be 13. Okay.
And all the behind the scenes features that he's in.
That doesn't count.
That were on the Fast and Furious set.
We're talking about things that we ranked in review. Well, this was a fun episode. This was a short episode.
Just like Groot, the Groot
Chronicles
shorts.
of Diesel. Exactly. Hey, we didn't go that much longer than the actual thing we were talking about. What do you know?
Crazy.
We're not going to rank this because this is a special review episode. Is it worth your time? I guess. I don't know. Maybe like
Maybe if
just
you're
binge them
listening
all.
to all this and you watched them, I guess it was. I mean,
Put them on. Honestly, we should have said this at the beginning. Just press play on all of them
while we're talking.
while listening. Exactly.
I don't know where
just
the
gonna
Predator
be
part's going to match up with, but that'll be funny.
whatever. Yeah. Watch them in the order we watched them in, because I'm sure that was not the correct order. Whatever
You
that
didn't watch
might
it in
be.
the canon order.
Oh my god. I guess yeah, the one where he breaks out of the pot
Should
is
be the
probably
first one.
first then if it's canonical. But yeah, the idea that we had, I think we mentioned this last special episode. Oh yeah, I forgot about Thor. He was in that, and we talked about that recently. We're gonna rank these two things with F9. Whatever our last one where we're caught up to the present is.
I think we
then
might
we'll
have a
add
couple.
in.
Hopefully, we don't have a couple extra because I know the Christmas special might be in there somewhere, so we might have to do that one as well. But
Right, but if the Christmas special, we watch that after we've done F9, then we are caught up. You know what I mean?
yeah, true.
So we'll see. We'll see. We will talk to you in the future. You can talk to us now, though, on Twitter at Sonic Movie Show. That's the name of our main podcast where we talk about video game movies as well as news about movies, games, and game movies. I am on Twitter at Ethan Absolutely, and Devin is on Twitter at CursonaFun. TikTok, Shazam, all the places. That's where we are.
Black Adam.
Yep. The power dynamic in the DC universe is about to change. Have a
It's
fantastic
because the
day.
Flash got arrested.
Yeah, he's just on a tour of crimes across the globe.
Living his best life,
You know, they're planning on releasing that movie still.
but not Batgirl.
No. What they're planning on doing is if they can get him to apologize.
I'm sorry for robbing that bank. Oh, and doing this other crime. Oh, and doing this other crime.
Right. I mean, yeah.
I'm the Flash.
If they can get them to apologize and just not do anything, then they're going to release it. Because that's like apparently the leaked like proposal is, hey, my friend here, just sit down for a year. Don't do anything. And then you know what? If you continue not doing anything, maybe we'll put you in the next one. If not, though...
Or you do your jail time, and then you get to watch the movie that you're in while you're in jail with all your friends.
Exactly.
Just kidding, abolish
because they will cancel it if Ezra Miller does worse things.
I mean, I feel like he's already done, like, wasn't one of them like battery or something?
He kidnapped people. He took people.
That's not as bad, though.
Whatever. We'll see you next time. Have a fantastic day.
What is it with you? What do you got, a death wish or something?
That's what it takes. I just want to race. Ride or die, remember?